To use a file you have been working on in a co-creation room, you have a few different options. You can create a prefab from selected objects, create a co-creation room from a saved file, or import a file into a co-creation room. To create a prefab from selected objects, press the blue button on the non-drawing hand to open up the settings panel. Then navigate to prefabs. Once this is open, press the import icon here, indicated by the arrow. Select the object you want to create a prefab from with the grab sphere on your drawing hand. If you have to increase the size of the grab sphere, push up on the joystick to be able to select all of the objects. Then grab the selected objects by squeezing the hand trigger, and then move them onto the prefab window. You will see the window will change to say drop stuff here to make a prefab. Drop the model on this window, and when it turns green, you will be prompted to give the prefab a name. We will use something simple for this demonstration. Once done naming, press the blue check mark, and a prefab will be created. Your import window will update with your prefab. Prefabs are saved in your import library folder. If you want to use a prefab in a scene, it is important to note that there are two different ways that you can bring files into your space from the import menu. The first is to point to an item and have it load up in the preview window. You will be able to see a preview of the objects in the window to the side of your import interface, as well as a full-size preview of the objects in space. If the objects were created in Gravity Sketch, they will load in at the same location they were created at the same scale. For other file types such as OBJs, you will have the option to scale and orient the files in the preview window as well. Once you are ready to confirm the import, press the blue check mark in the corner of the preview window and your file will be placed in your scene. One important note on using this method is that files created in Gravity Sketch will retain their layer structure. The second method is to grab and place the file in your scene manually. Select the file using the grab sphere, and then grab it using the grab trigger. Then drag it into the scene and let go of the grab trigger. Placing the file into your scene using this method is quick and easy. However, location and scale data is lost. In addition, for files created in Gravity Sketch, layer structure is also lost, meaning that when you use this method, the objects will be a simple group of objects on a single layer. Another way to bring a file into co-creation is to create a co-creation room from the file itself. Before we go any further, let's save this file. Press on the blue button and then select the floppy disk icon. At the bottom of the menu, you can choose if you want to save the file locally or in the cloud. Let's save the file locally. Next, select the disk icon to save the file. Give the file a name. We will use something easy, and then press the blue check mark. Let's exit back to the lobby by going to our Options menu to save, then pointing and pulling the trigger on the door icon. When in the lobby, open up the File Manager. Next, press the purple button on the non-drawing hand to activate the clipboard. With the clipboard activated, you can now drag any file you would like to move to co-creation to the clipboard. Press the red button to exit out of the File Manager. Then open up co-creation. Next, simply drag the file from the clipboard into the co-creation room section. You will be prompted to give the room a name, and you can use the name of the file if you choose. A new room will be created from your file and may take a moment for the file to upload and then for the room to become active. You will automatically enter into the room where you can collaborate with others. Your third option to work with one of your files in co-creation is to use the import function. While in the co-creation space, press the blue button to open up the Options menu and then open up the Prefabs menu. Next, press the import icon indicated by the arrow to open up the import library. Here, you will be able to import files from your device or from the cloud. For example, here is a prefab we made earlier. You can also navigate to the file you would like to import and press on it to load up the file. Once loaded, you can either drag the file into your scene like this, or point on the file one more time with your drawing hand to load up a preview. Once happy with the preview, press the blue check mark and the model will be imported, along with the layer structure of the model.